And we're live.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Oh, we're back, man.
We are back. We're back like we left something. We were off for a week, and it was a much-needed break. I think everybody appreciated the little break, but I can't lie. Halfway through this week, I was like itching to get back on and go live with you guys and talk to all of our friends that are viewing at home. So it's super nice to be back. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Doing good. It's been a good week. I'm excited to get back and talk kicks, and yeah, man, just happy to be here.
Yeah, man, I'm super good. It's been a crazy week in the world, but I'm excited to be back and talk shoes, talk what I love, and be here with you guys.
For sure. Oh man, feels good. Feels good to be back. Just wanted to thank everybody who's tuning in right now. As usual, everybody who's watching on Facebook, it looks like we've got how many people? We got about 28 people tuning in with us right now, which is awesome. People are already waving us to in the comments what's going on. If you are watching, please do us a favor and tap that share button real quick. Share this video with your friends list. If you like shoes, I guarantee that you got some friends on your friends list that like shoes as well. So share the video and invite your friends to come in and follow our show tonight. So with that said, I think we should just jump right in, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So our recent pickups is our first segment of the show. If anybody who's new to the show, we have a few different segments that we do throughout the hour that we're on. But the first one is our recent pickups. So who do we want to start with? It's been a while, guys.
Aaron?
So I'm obviously, as you guys can tell, in a different location, and so I don't have my kicks with me this week, but I did pick up a pair of True Blue 3s and a pair of Portugal Air Forces. I'm pulling up the pictures right now, so once these guys go, I'll have some pictures that I took of the kicks. So yeah, man, those are mine for the week. I'm gonna pull them up in a little bit after Carlos and Brian share theirs.
Cool. I'll go next. If anybody knows me well enough, they know what my favorite movie is. Like my favorite movie of all time. Do you guys know what it is? Aaron and Brian, can you guess? I feel like you know because you know.
I know. You want me to say it? Space Jam.
Yeah. Space Jam. Space Jam is my favorite movie of all time, and I get teased about it. You know, when people say like, "What's your favorite movie?" and I tell them Space Jam, people who are super into movies are like, "Wait, really? Like Space Jam is your favorite movie?" Yeah, it's my favorite movie. It's the movie that got me into basketball as a kid, and I love everything about it. I was taking pictures of Space Jam stuff earlier this week, but I got all the action figures, the little Michael Jordan there. I got a big Michael Jordan right here. I got all the props from earlier this week. I got my Toon Squad jersey. At any rate, long story short, shoe I picked up this week was a Space Jam 11. Very, very happy to have this in my collection. As it is my favorite movie. You can see him wearing these in the final game against the Monstars. Great movie. I cannot wait for Space Jam 2 because the player that I like even more than Jordan is going to be starring in that one. And that is
the GOAT.
A great segue into my second shoe. My second recent pickup. You guys see how excited I am right now? I feel like a little kid. It's crazy. I got another pair of LeBron 6s. But these ones are highs. The last pair of 6s I had were lows, but I think I like the highs a little bit better. They're starting to grow on me. But these are the LeBron 6s. United We Rise is what they're called. So great shoe. I haven't had the chance to wear it too many times yet. I think I wore it to like the grocery store or something. So I'm excited to put this on with a few different outfits or a couple jerseys or what have you. So, I mean, it would kind of go. Does it go? Maybe not as well. If this was like.
Yeah, it's all right. Feels like royal.
Better. Anyway, those are my recent pickups. I've got a few more, but just to make sure that I have some for every week, I'm going to hold off and show them next week. So with that said, Brian, take us home with the recent pickups.
All right. I need to grab mine real quick.
It might take him a while, folks. He always has a million recent pickups.
Yo, Brian's the king of recent pickups on the show.
So I'm gonna show a couple pairs that I showed last week on the random live that we did. So if you didn't tune in, these were my recent pickups. So we'll start with this. It's a Nike SB Dunk Low. You know, it's year of the SB right now. So we got the Nike SB Dunk Low Piet Mondrian, which is a super grail of mine. I remember in the second grade, I've always loved art my whole life. It's always been like up there with shoes and some of my other hobbies. But Piet Mondrian was like the first artist that inspired me. I had to do a project on him in the second grade. And so ever since I saw this shoe, I had to get it. So one shoe.
Great. That's a great looking shoe.
Thank you.
That. Yeah, that. It's fire, man. Fire.
All right. And the second pickup, I'm very humbled to have this shoe.
Uh-oh.
It is
Oh no.
Nike SB High Supreme.
Yeah, just hold him there for a little bit. Just hold him. That's the clickbait. That's the
clickbait right there. That's the screenshot.
Man, it's a shoe I thought I'd never own. I've known about the shoe for over 10 years, and it's just cool that I own it now. Yeah, it's just sneakerhead's dream come true, I guess.
He's so happy right now. Look at his little face.
I'm just trying to be humble, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those were two of my recent pickups. So
there you go.
Yo, we got some comments.
You pretty much killed the show when you pulled out the Red Supremes, Brian. Everybody's talking about it. I'm glad we let him go last because there's no way we're following that, you know?
Yeah, no way. Yo, Brian, so why the Red Supremes? Why are those a shoe that you wanted for a while?
There's a list of them. And like my love for shoes, I mean, you know, when because me and you started getting serious into shoes kind of at the same time. Yeah. And I kind of went the Nike SB route. You were more the Jordan route. And so collecting SBs, that's one of the shoes along with the two other colorways and the lows that are like everyone's grail. I see Adrian just got in here. So shout out to him. I know he probably has all three, but yeah, that's every like Nike SB collectors. That's one of their shoes they have to have. So
yeah, man, I agree.
Did you want to throw your pictures up there, Aaron, or do you even feel like it anymore?
Nah, I mean, after the frames, man, is it even worth it?
Oh man,
I think yeah, I think we've seen enough.
I feel like I spent so much time getting this sneaker display ready. And now you guys have seen Monsters Inc., right? How Mike Wazowski gets his picture taken and then something's always covering his face. I feel like that's what our logo is doing right now. Totally ruins my sneaker display. I'll have to move it for next week.
Yeah, right.
But now I know how he feels. It's even a circular logo too. Mike Wazowski could hide right behind that thing. That's crazy. All right, Brian. We usually do a new releases segment next. Did you want to talk about what's been going on with that stuff? You want to take a couple minutes and do that?
I'll talk real quick about that. I did prepare some new releases that we can look at.
Okay, great.
But in light of what's been happening, a lot of releases have been pushed back. A lot of stuff I know we've been excited for. The St. John Dunk Lows, the Nike Space Hippies, things like that. So I'm going to show these. The release dates are what they are now, but who knows, they might get pushed back. So here is the first one.
You're disgusting.
So this is the Off-White Jordan 4 Sail, I believe it's called. So it's a women's shoe, so it'll come in women's sizing. And the release date is set for July 25th. Aaron, we know how you feel because you were very open about that. Carlos, what do you think about these?
I don't know. When we built this shelf of shoes, we had to use some wood glue, right? And that wood glue is a really nasty looking yellow color. And I feel like that's what they made this shoe with, was like wood glue. And I don't know. They're not the Off-White for us. They're the awful white for us.
Wow.
I don't like them.
Speaking spicy.
I'm gonna agree with him, man. Like these, I mean, I'm all for the worn shoe look, but when it's so much better when it's actually natural and worn, like versus these that just kind of look beat up from the jump. Like I don't know, I'm not the type of person that can just buy a pair of shoes that already looks bad. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, guys, but this is a must cop for me. I hope it comes in a size 13 in women's, because this shoe is a must cop for me. I love everything about it.
The women's release?
Yeah, it'll be in women's sizing. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. I can already see the fit, maybe some olive or camo cargos. Man, it's gonna be crazy. I love this fit. Call me a hype beast, whatever you want. I think these are fire.
Adrian said they better be only $50. Adrian, I agree with you, bro. These better be. Carnella said a must cop.
That is a must cop.
Yo,
awesome.
Jeremy.
Adrian's killing it with the comments right now.
Oh my god.
Yo, Jamal said no way, Jose. Exactly, bro.
What's up, Jamal? I haven't seen him in forever. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate everybody chiming in the comment section. That's nice to see some women's linen 4 vibes. There you go. It's nice to see some engagement there. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Were there any other new releases there, Brian?
Yep. So this one's for you, Carlos.
Those are so pretty. Look at those shiny speckles.
No, yeah.
Get me, man.
There's a lot of good details on this shoe. Like you said, the speckles, the translucent midsole, that like furry swoosh.
Ooh.
Yeah, these are fire. These are fire. My favorite thing is if you see like the little gold, like, I don't even know what to call them. They're like lace holders. I was
going to say top. Lace holder. Yeah, that's probably a good name.
Yeah, those are awesome, man. Shouts out to Sean and shouts out to Gabriel.
These are the MVP ones, right?
Correct. What do you guys think?
I love him, man. I love him.
Yeah, I feel like we don't even have to ask Carlos, Aaron, but the fact that me and you like him, Aaron, means the shoe's hot.
The fact that they're listed, they're included in the recent or the new releases means that you like them enough. Because we all know if you don't like them, they don't make the
make the cut. Nope.
Because there's a lot of shoes that I'm trying to get in the new releases that Brian doesn't feel fit, and so.
Man, so these are set to drop on June 26th, so later this month. I'll be prepared to take that L. I don't know about you guys.
Bro, yeah. We're taking every L with every release. So if someone watching the show has a plug and can hook us up, then
yep. Speaking of L's, this is another L to be taken this year.
Ooh. Those are pretty. What color is that?
So they're labeling it the Nike Dunk Low Champ colors. This gives me what can you say? Like, I don't want to say Syracuse, but like these are fire nonetheless. It's kind of like a hot orange or like a lava, or you know what I mean? It's not like a bright orange like the Syracuse color.
Right.
But nonetheless, I'm going to take an L, but these are dope as well.
Yo, the comments aren't showing that same type of love, Brian.
It is what it is, to each their own.
Yeah.
Opinions are always welcome here. As you could tell, I wasn't a fan of the awful white fours. So if people don't like these dunks, that's fine. They give me like fruit roll-up vibes, like the ones that you pull off the plastic sheet.
Yep.
Just the shine of the leather and the color too. It just kind of gives me fruit roll-up vibes.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the mixture of those colors, man. Like, I think it's a miss for me.
Okay.
Interesting.
See, I like when I look at shoes, I think of like the whole fit that can go behind them. Even though like I'm pretty basic, like I'm always wearing like a solid color tee or something, you know, but I think this could definitely set it off with a Yankee fitted Hawaiian punch. Yep.
Word.
Well, that's all I got for these this week's new or coming up new releases. Of course, we are in Year of Sneakers, so there's plenty of releases coming out every weekend this month. But those are just ones that I thought everyone would like to talk about.
There you go. It looks like Henry said something in the comments about July 31st about some Kobe's dropping. I'm not sure which ones those are, but it sounds like he's got a little bit of insight into that. Do you know? Brian, do you know which ones those are?
I don't know if it's the Bruce Lee pack.
Might be those. Yeah, probably, because we've talked about those recently. But
yeah.
With that said, we want to talk a little bit about our guests that are going to be on our show today. So that's a big chunk, a big segment of our show. If you guys aren't familiar, if you're new, we have guests on the show every week, and we try to switch it up. We try to keep it fresh. And today we're doing some really big things. So we have two guests today. One is our guy Chad, who comes to us from the East Coast. He's in Jersey right now, but he's from, was it Brooklyn?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Crown Heights.
From Brooklyn. So he's got a very unique sneaker collection, and we're super excited to have him on the show. And then after him, we have our good friend Chelsea Hopkins, who is a professional basketball player. And she is kind of breaking the mold here with the show. She's the first female guest we've had on the show since the beginning. So we're super blessed to have her be on the show, and we're excited to see what she brings to the table. So with that said, we will bring Chad into the show. What's going on, Chad?
Brooklyn. What's up, Chad?
How's everything?
Good, man.
You all right?
Yep, everything's good, man. Thank you for staying up with us. I know it's late out there.
Yeah, and I'm old too, so
you can go to bed after this, then, right?
Yeah.
Yo, everyone, do us a quick favor and just thank Mr. Sneaker Galactus himself. Go check out his page and just again, we're grateful for you coming on the show. We have about 40 people watching right now, so thank you for everyone rocking with us, and we're looking forward to talk kicks with you.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody tuning in just to hear what I got to say, even though it ain't much.
Yeah, you're good. Aaron, did you have those questions ready?
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay.
So, so Chad, you are a sneaker. You call yourself a sneaker nerd, but like we put together a little trivia game for you to see how much or how well you know sneakers and basketball. And so I'm gonna go ahead and share it. So fill in the blank, and so we're gonna test your knowledge. All right.
Yep, I'm ready to fail. Let's go.
All right. Question number one, Chad. On October 18th, 1984, Commissioner David Stern banned Michael Jordan's black and red Air Jordans because of the lack of uniformity of the shoe, and the league fined MJ blank every time he wore the shoes. Nike picked up the tab though. How much did the league fine Jordan every time he wore those ones?
This is the $5,000 revisionist history. Is that the answer you're looking for?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bingo.
$5,000. Yo, that was a little too easy. These ones get a little harder. All right.
I'm sure I'm not. I don't even pretend to be like a stupid historian or whatever. I just do research, you know.
All right. You ready for this next one?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Question number two. Beginning in blank, the league created special occasions where players can ditch the uniformity rules for shoes.
What was that? That was just recent. I don't even really remember. I want to say maybe 2017, 2016, somewhere around there. Not really sure.
Yo, you close.
Way closer than we were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it was recent. The 5150 rule was there forever, and they just started getting rid of it. So
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. They just allowed them to wear whatever. But in 2012 was the first time they let them play in shoes, like during the All-Star game, Christmas, and other special days. But before that, they really couldn't. You know.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I should have made a note of that actual year.
All right, yo, Chad, blank created the most expensive NBA shoe to be played in a game, dubbed the blank. The 2004 diamond encrusted kicks cost an insane $64,000.
Oh, that's the Reebok question, right? Yeah. So
Yo,
Wow.
this course Chad knew it.
This dude is a genius.
Yo,
no, man, that was like heavily broadcasted on East Bay, man. That was nothing. That's low hanging fruit.
That's crazy.
All right, let's see. So yeah, in 2004. All right, number four. A bidding war erupted in 2014 between blank and blank over the shoe services of the mighty Kevin Durant. KD opted to stay with blank on a 10-year, $300 million pact, which is the largest shoe deal in NBA history.
Oh, UA and Nike.
Yo, there it is.
You really are the sneaker nerd.
A little bit. No, you guys were just really, really easy on me. I gotta admit, you know, you guys helped me with a lot of stuff.
Those were hard for us.
We didn't know a lot of them, but that just shows that you're up on your sneakers and your NBA trivia all at the same time, and that's kind of what, again, pun intended, that's the kind of lane that you're in with the shoes that you're into. So we want the people to get to know you a little bit. So we wanted to ask you a couple of questions just to kind of pick your brain on some things. Okay. So let me pull those up real quick. The first question, and we've talked about this, the four of us, earlier this week, and we wanted to get an idea of what your thoughts are briefly on what makes a shoe valuable in your opinion? Like what really makes it valuable?
I mean, realistically, the value is in the feeling that it evokes, if you ask me. That's where you, as a person, are able to assess whether or not a shoe is valuable or not.
Definitely.
And that's my truth. Because when I think about the spectrum over the time span of the amount of shoes that I've bought over my life, like whatever financial position I was in or whatever it was, like that feeling remained the same. That was the consistent thing throughout. Like whether the shoe was $10 or, you know, $5,000. That same feeling, I felt it. So
there you go. You heard it here first. We like that. We like that answer. We've kind of talked about that throughout the episodes that we've had so far. It's just value is whatever you like. And like you said, whatever feeling it evokes, however it makes you feel, whatever connection you feel with those shoes, that's value. You don't have to worry about what number is attached to it or what the internet says it's worth or who wore them at the NBA game, like who was wearing them courtside. Like all of that stuff is cool, whatever, if that's what you worry about. But value really, at least in my opinion and yours as well, it's just what you like and what makes you appreciate shoes even more, you know?
Yep, just like those off-white Jordan 4s.
I think a lot of people have it twisted. People think that the value's in the shoe, and it's really the value's in you and how you flip it on the shoe. Yeah. And that's, you know, I think that's the thing that's a little bit flipped and turned upside down right now. So
for sure.
100%.
I agree.
So we understand, and you called yourself old earlier. We wouldn't call you old, but maybe seasoned or like experienced. We can throw some other words in there, right? But you have seen the sneaker culture kind of evolve over time. So yeah, we wanted to kind of get your opinion on where you see it going in the next, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. Like, where do you see it navigating from here?
I mean, we've been forced into it really with COVID and all the protests and everything that's going on. A lot of stores have been looted and been forced to shut down, unfortunately. One, COVID, the economic conditions that are currently going on, really messing things up for a lot of people. Plus what's going on the street is crazy. You know, I mean, I've been dealing with it my whole life, but now more people are starting to see it. So there's that, but the push really is that it's going to a digital e-commerce type platform where it's already been going that way. It's just because of social distancing and all these other things, it like forces you, like now it's like, you're not just going to walk into a sneaker store so easily nowadays, at least not where I am. So now your online presence is that much more important. Logistics, your shipping rates, how fast you get it out, like all that stuff matters. Your customer service really matters. You know, how you connect to the customer really matters. You know, you have to be more strategic. You know, you can't just depend on, you know, just the same old tried and true that you had in the past. So I think we're going to see a lot of different stuff. And I think that's exciting, actually.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's one of the things with the sneaker game that's kind of that keeps people like us like engaged, right? It's never the same, right? Like kicks aren't the same. I remember just like 7-8 years ago, the Nike basketball wave came back, you know, and the foam posits, all those kicks came back, and they were hot for a minute, you know, and then the last year the SBs have kind of come back and people started rocking SBs again, and they were at the outlets just a year ago. And so the sneaker game, that's the good thing about it. It just always is evolving, and it's always changing, and then it comes in waves, you know.
Yeah, it's cyclical. I mean, I don't want to put an actual number on it, but it seems to hover like right around between the 8 and 12 year mark is like around the cycle that I see it to be. And so there's this new influx of people like every 8 to 12 years. And so it's really refreshing because some people really, really want to learn. And there's some people who just really want to like try to make money off of it. Then there's some people who just want to do creative stuff with it. And I don't know, like every time a new generation comes in, there's new, like really interesting ways that people step things up and evolve it and push it forward. And I think it's really cool. And people, now that it's a global platform, you know, bite off each other or inspire from each other. And, you know, but you can see who's who and who's about what. It's pretty easy, really. You know, you can see who's comfortable being themselves, and you can see who's not themselves. It's kind of easy. So,
yeah,
for sure. Well, I think the time has come Everybody on here wants to see some sneakers, so we asked you to narrow it down as best you could to a 3. I'm not even going to say the word top because we don't want to call it that. With you, we know that these shoes mean something special to you, or maybe it's something that you want to show that we don't see every day.
Yeah, I
So-
figured I'd do a little theme something just to be a little different. So everybody likes Jordan 11s, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I brought 3 Jordan 11s that you probably don't see every day.
Oh, word.
Jordan Reed.
Wow.
Oh,
Turf 11. If you can see close in here, it's like all
Sheesh.
it's got the
Wow.
yellow jump man.
Let's see the bottoms.
Wow.
Those are crazy.
Yeah, this is like a destroyer turf sole, with basically all the nubs for them to play on a AstroTurf field. It's a really dope shoe. Like
That
That's
color is
that.
crazy.
like come on, yo. And then like 86
Wow.
on the back, like on the inside, like I don't know. I'll show it on another one because this is the first color. That's the white and maroon. And then here we'll take it a little step up. Here is the all maroon.
Wow.
That little break in the sole with that icy sole, that little break right near the front where there's usually not a break, looks super cool.
Yeah, this is what do you mean? Where's there not a break?
So
No, where
take
there
your
is
index finger and go down the shoe just a little bit. The other index finger. It's near the front.
Yeah, okay.
That break where there's a white piece that comes down in between the icy sole.
Oh, you mean this little slice here?
yeah.
Yes, that part right there. It's not like that on a regular pair of 11s that aren't, for football. I think
Oh,
that's
no.
an awesome little addition.
This is a completely different sole and midsole. This is not a traditional Jordan 11 sole. Like I was saying, this is a destroyer sole. So this is a completely different bottom than a regular Jordan 11.
That's crazy.
And then lastly, here is the black.
Wow. That is fire.
Those are dope.
Wow. And these
So these are all like with the number 86 on the back, and
this is crazy.
These 3 pairs are dead stock, and these are all for Jordan Reed. And so these are from 2018. 2018 was the first year that the NFL officially recognized Jordan Brand on the field. So all of their athletes got all these like really dope colorways of Jordan 11s, like in molded, which are like the cleated versions, and then these turf ones. And so like I've been just trying to find as many as I can. I'm not very successful, as you can, some of you may have never seen them before. And so there are a few pairs like these that are around. So I try my best to try to get them before they get too expensive.
Yeah, guys, if you go to his Instagram, which is right there at @sneaker_Galactus, just scrolling through, you'll see things that you maybe have never seen before or have only seen on like Nice Kicks or Modern Notoriety, only on blogs. And he has a crazy collection. And thank you for blessing us with those.
Of course, man. Like the thing about it is, after the amount of time that I've been doing this, like, how many times am I gonna buy a retro of Jordan 3s? I'm 42 years old. Like I've been getting them since they first came out. Like I'm tired of them, and it's not that I don't like them. It's a dope shoe. It's just like I'm not somebody who's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get 10 pairs of the same shoe. Like that's not. My wife is gonna be like, no, you're not. So I gotta. I'm gotta be realistic with my life. So like that's I get stuff now, like go for stuff that literally like unicorn type stuff. That's what I go after now.
Chad, do us a favor. Pick up all 3 of them and show them in one picture. We just want as much clickbait as we can get.
How's that?
That's wild. That's perfect, bro.
Wow. Those are definitely unicorns.
That's what's up. I think I wish we had more time with you. We do have to get going on with our next guest, but we definitely got to get you back on because I feel like we could have you on 100 times and we still wouldn't see the same shoe. So as long as you're cool with staying up with us and stuff like that, we'd love to have you on another time. But before you go, we want to give you a chance to plug everything that you have, your Instagrams, your website. We'd love to get that word out there for you. So go ahead and plug away.
So my Instagram is sneaker_Galactus. My Twitter is S_Galactus. And I just recently opened up an online shop called Another Lane. It is another-lane.com. It's my personal shoe collection. And eventually we will be opening up a new buy, sell, and trade store and try to make it cater to the community and get back to the basics, and see what we can do going forward.
I bought this shoe from Chad. I never met the dude. I saw his Instagram and I just really appreciated the way that he carried himself and the way that he did business, because you're always a little bit leery about buying stuff from Instagram pages, but this guy is legit 100%. You need to follow him and you got to check out his stuff. I knew that we would see something crazy, man. I knew that we would see something crazy because all the stuff that you post on your Instagram and stuff is what you're selling. So it's like stuff that you're cool parting with, but I knew that you had stuff in your collection that would kind of blow us away. So again, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Yeah. Like if I just 20 more seconds, if just familiar, if you guys ever got to see the out of the box Rise of Sneaker Culture museum exhibit that started in the Brooklyn Museum and traveled around the world, I was affiliated with that. I also did the NBA All-Star down with eBay in Charlotte last year. So I've been around, so check me out. Yeah. And I'll continue to do stuff. So just keep your eyes peeled.
We're gonna have you on the show again for sure, man. We're definitely need to have a longer conversation with you. So just everyone watching, don't just know he'll be back on.
Yep. Chad, Terrace Hertigues and Bibby 17s, if you're ever looking to move them, I'm your guy.
Well, the Hertigues you could have, man. The Bibbies, I don't know.
All right, I'll DM you.
All right, Chad. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
Thanks, Chad. We'll see you.
All right, take care.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Awesome. So we kind of wanted to put something together here. Chad is definitely in his own lane, again, pun intended. He's in his own lane with all of these PEs, all of these player exclusive shoes. We love to see him. I'm a huge basketball fan, just love sports in general. So to see those kinds of shoes is great. And we thought, how cool would it be to have a professional basketball player on the show at the same time? It stinks because we only have an hour. I mean, we don't technically only have an hour. We can go as long as we want, but I wish we had a ton of time with both of these guests. So without further ado, we wanted to bring in our second guest, and that is the one and only Chelsea Hopkins.
So welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Should I say, Vegas? I heard Chad, shouted out Brooklyn, but Vegas.
Vegas.
Rep the city.
How's it going, guys?
We're good.
Good.
Super good.
We're excited to have you on. Thank you again for taking some time with us. And one of the things that we've talked about a lot in the show is that there's a lot of women who have dope collections, so that's something that we wanted to highlight. And then just scrolling through your pics on Google, on IG, it's the amount of fire is crazy, so I'm excited to see what you're gonna pull out.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm happy to be here. Sneakers has always been like just a crazy hobby of mine. So I'm happy and honored to be the first girl on the show. I mean, ladies, we got to represent. There's a lot of female sneakerheads out there. People don't know about it, but, we got some kicks too. So I'm happy to be here and, represent for the ladies.
You got to tell us about them. You got to hook us up with them because we love it all. We're all about that. We want to have as many ladies on this show as we can get because their voices are loud, but nobody's listening. So I think as far as sneakers go anyway, like we want to hear from all the ladies. So
For sure.
We definitely want to break the ice a little bit and play a game with you. And that is a game that we like to call Name That Shoe.
Okay, I'm glad you guys aren't giving me those questions you were giving Chad because I don't know the answer to any of these questions. It's going to be bad. So let's try it out.
So just to explain the show, I mean the game, we played it a couple weeks ago with the guys over at Waves. We zoom into a small part of a shoe, and then you have to guess the shoe based on that small part. All right. So the first one.
Let's see what you got. Oh, easy. Violet Tins. Those are my girls. Easy.
We had to pull that. We had to put that in there, and you can tell us why that's important later. But we had to put that in there for you.
Okay.
That's
easy.
the first one.
All right, I'm 1 for 1. Let's go.
That was easy. She's all about
We
percentages.
had to throw you a softball.
Okay,
It's gonna get harder.
I appreciate it. I want to say maybe Shadow 1. What or Silver Hue? No, Shadow. I want to say Shadow 1. I'm pretty sure.
Shadow 1?
Yeah.
That's your final answer.
Any other guesses in the comments?
Let me see. Somebody help me out. I'm going to start pulling out my pairs and comparing in a second. Let's see.
Somebody called it.
Somebody called it? Okay.
Somebody's saying what it is.
How about now?
Oh, I got those.
Yeah.
Alele ones. Alele shadows, which is the corduroy and I have those. See?
There you go.
Almost.
Fire. That was a tricky one.
Yeah, that was. But I guess because the shiny, the metallic looking shadows are more dull, so I should have knew that. But
yeah,
I got that pair too.
All right.
Let's see.
Shout out C's. C's in the comments right now. What's up, C's?
Ooh. I want to say maybe Biotech. Or is it the Alele ones with all the different colors? It's got to be either of those. It's either a different, and I want to say that, yeah, I'm having trouble.
Which one?
Comments in.
The comments, do the comments have my back? Because
you know what's interesting that you said both of those because they both do have the same color scheme.
It's the same concept. It's just two different shoes. Okay, so Biotech. Okay, see, hey, Carnella Austin, another female sneakerhead. Shout out to her. She said Biotech, so I'm gonna go with that. Yes, sir. That was my first choice, though. So
yeah, it was.
For anything, kind of half a point.
We'll give it to you.
Okay.
Give it to you.
Dope. I thought that was going to throw you off a little bit because earlier when I was talking to the guys in the group chat, originally I sent them the Alele May ones and they were both saying, oh, it's the Biotechs, it's the Biotechs. But it was the Alele May one. So I had to switch it up for you, throw the Alele May Shadow ones first to see if that would kind of throw you off. But yeah. You got it.
It was a little tricky. I can't lie.
Well, thank you. That was it. You killed it.
All right. Not bad. I'll take it.
That's great. So we wanted to ask you a couple of questions before we see some shoes. We wanted to let the people get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
So I want to ask you a couple of questions. The first one, because you have played, so correct me if I'm wrong, Duke?
Yeah, 2 seasons there.
San Diego State?
Yep, 2 seasons there.
And then New York?
No, well, WNBA, I've played for a whole bunch of WNBA teams briefly, 10-day contracts. You know, people are injured, I get picked up. So New York, San Antonio, Atlanta, Chicago, you know, all brief little stints. I haven't stuck in the WNBA, so I just kind of do my thing overseas the last 7 years. But
for sure.
So it's all good.
With that said, it sounds like you have gotten to know quite a few people around the league, around different leagues. We wanted to kind of get an idea of what it's like. What's the sneaker culture like amongst professional basketball players, specifically women? Like, what's that like?
I mean, I think it's pretty huge. Just like with the guys, like there's a lot of, especially lately, girls, you know, have sneaker contracts, Nike deals. Nike's now the league sponsor, so everybody's wearing that. But when I was playing for a couple teams years ago, it was Adidas. So I finally switched over. But I'm close with quite a bit WNBA players, and a lot of them are heavy into sneakers. One of my good friends, Ty Young, she has a crazy collection. So that's my girl. She has a lot of shoes. So I think the culture is pretty big, and I like that, you know, the women are getting recognized more. I don't know if you've noticed this and if you follow the WNBA or not, but, you know, they're doing the outfits, having them walking through the hallway. A lot of times they do, you know, the pregame fits for the guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, the ladies have some shoes and some heat too. So Some notable people that I could think of is obviously Ty Young, Diamond DeShields. She has shoes. Erica Wheeler. Quite a bit of girls have a nice little collection, so people should start checking them out.
Definitely. Being from Vegas, I follow the Aces and stuff like that, and so it's been really fun to see those kinds of pictures, start to make more noise for the ladies. So that's pretty awesome. As a basketball player, I have my opinions, but I wanted to get your thoughts on what your favorite kind of shoe to play in is and why.
Okay, so for me, well, when I was in college, I went to San Diego State after I transferred from Duke. Our colors are red, black, and white. And a lot of my close guy friends on the men's team, we always had these sneaker competitions. We're always wearing who can wear a different pair of shoes every game. So that was when I was heavy into Jordans. I'm wearing, playoff 13s, bread 4, any type of bread colorway you could possibly think of. I pretty much played in it in college. But as I've gotten older and my knees have gotten older and my body's gotten older, they're just not really, Jordans really aren't comfortable to play in. So my go-to shoe at the moment, and for the last several years, have been Kobe's. Low top Kobe's. I love the 8s. I love the 10s. That's pretty much my go-to shoe. I'm hooping in a pair of Kobe's no matter what every year. I also like Paul George. He has a good shoe. Kyrie has a good shoe. But if I just had to pick one, probably would be the Kobe 4s or 6s, which were absolute favorite. I recently got all the undefeated 4s, so I'm saving those for a rainy day. I don't know when I'm gonna bust those out yet. And I'm excited that, they're kind of bringing Kobe's back, rest in peace, Kobe. But
yeah,
he has the best basketball shoes, in my opinion, by far. So
that's cool. Yeah, we got Henry. I don't know him personally, but I know him. He's pretty active on Vegas Sneakerheads, and all I ever see him posting or talking about is Kobe's. So there's a lot of people who love Kobe's out there. And
I love the Kobe 5. The Kobe 5 was one of my favorite shoes to hoop in. Probably still my favorite. That's a good shoe.
Yeah, I like the
Brian, you hoop?
Oh,
I didn't know you hoop, Brian. That's awesome.
On the court.
So last question we have for you, Chelsea, real quick. Where do you like to buy your shoes? Who do you buy from, and why do you do that?
Well, I'm like a real collector, so I'll pretty much buy from anywhere. I'm the person that I have a lot of plugs and a lot of people that I've met just over the years and being in the game, but I'm the person that will wait in line for 2 hours. Not overnight. I can't do the overnight thing, but I'll get up, I'll wait in line for my shoes. Thank God I've made a lot of connections and just people that, help me out when I'm overseas. I am overseas 7 months out of the year. So I have friends that I can call on that, will grab pairs for me. But I'm all over the place. I'm online. I'm in line. I'm on StockX. I'm on, all these sites, just trying to find a deal or looking for shoes that I've either had. A lot of the shoes I've already had, I got rid of or that I want back or, that kind of thing. But just constantly adding to the collection, constantly, switching up my style. You can kind of see my shoes behind me. I'm heavy into Jordan 1s. So that's I got 40 pairs of 1s here. And then I'm into Air Max 1s. So Air Max 1s and Dunks are my go-tos now. So I used to, I told you in college, I'm wearing 13s and 5s and 2s and not so much anymore. I have a little bit of everything, but Jordan 1s, Air Max 1s, that's pretty much it for me. So
that's great. I think that's a great segue into, the meat and potatoes of this segment is being able to see some sneakers. So we'll let you take it away. I think, what did we tell you? Top 3, top 5? What did we say?
You said top 5.
All right.
Which was very hard, but we can make it work. So I have to start with a shoe that you guys had on the little guessing game, and that is Violet 10s.
Fire.
Man.
I consider this shoe my grail, and it's kind of the shoe that kicked off basically sneakers for me. I remember just being in 10th grade. My grandma bought me these. I was begging her. I wanted these. I didn't really know too much about Jordans, but all the cool kids wore them in school. So she bought me this pair and the rest is history. So this isn't the actual pair that she bought me because my foot, grown since then. But I always keep this in the collection and keep it near and dear. My grandma, she passed 6 years ago. So this is just, this is always my shoe because my girl bought it for me. So I just kind of keep it close, and they're actually really good condition too. I had a DS pair. But this one's, I think, worn maybe 4 or 5 times. So pretty clean, but
those are so fire.
That's always number one, no matter what for me. So
I won't say what grade I was in when those came out, but I remember those coming out vividly. I remember my crush having them. Those shoes have a lot of history, and I've always wanted them, but it's so hard or so expensive to get that size 13.
And I think that's why I like these the best too, is because it's a women's Jordan. Like, I'm all about women and, you know, showing us love and just, you know, us being a part of the culture. You know, a lot of times we're grabbing men's shoes, and I have a lot of men's shoes too, but what I really liked about Jordan Brand, especially lately, is just the fact that they're showing love to the ladies. You got a Laylee and you got Melody, and they're pushing out all these sneakers, and I'm trying to get them all. So I pretty much have all of a Laylee shoes. I'm missing the Melody mid ones that recently came out, but I'm sure I'll have those.
You know, the crazy thing too is that a lot of the women, like the women colorways, are the most fire. Like, I don't get why they don't collab anymore. Like, you know, just off the top of my head, the couple 8s that are women colorways are some of my favorite colorways in the 8s. They just said in the comments, Sunset 5s, you know, so like it's crazy to me.
White 4s.
Yeah, yo, like the women colorways always end up being not the off-white 4s.
I heard you guys talk about that. I used to like that pair, and I'll have them. So
those are fire.
They like them. Carlos, that was you who liked them?
No, I didn't like them at all.
I like them.
Brian. Okay, well, me and Brian, we're together on this one. I'll have those too.
You and Brian can wear them and take pictures.
Hey, I probably am gonna take a L. So if you got any plugs you want to send my way,
I don't know how big they go in sizing, but maybe
I'll take the 12. There's gonna be a 12 for sure. I'll take that. I need a 13, but I'll take the 12.
Your toes? Are you trying to just squeeze it in?
I'll pop the insole out. Wear it inside.
I respect it.
That's awesome. All right, next shoe. What you got for us?
Next shoe. Okay, so we were talking SBs. So I actually got rid of a lot of my SBs just because it's a bulkier shoe. But I was heavy in SBs years ago. I had Tiffany lows. I had way more than I do now. So now I only have like 5 or 6, but I have to go with my all-time favorite that will never leave the collection, and that's Purple Pigeon.
Oh,
no. And another fun fact about me is I am anything purple. Anything purple or pink, like, I need it. So this is a DS pair. I actually had a used pair that I sold a while back. But yeah, favorite SB by far. Haven't worn this pair. Just still really buttery, really icy, and I just have to have it. It's purple. So I don't know if I ever wear these because they're just nice to look at, and I already wore my old pair that I sold, but maybe one day.
That's amazing.
Man, Purple Pigeons are.
Let's see what's next.
All right, what's next? Okay, I have to go with the Air Max 1 because this is what I do. Air Max 1s are my daily go-tos. So this is my favorite Air Max 1 of all time, and that is the Animal Pack.
Ooh,
yes. Those are fire.
So this shoe I've worn quite a bit. It's like my favorite shoe to wear. But I love anything animal print. So I have some of the other ones from the pack. Maybe I can pull them out really quick. Let's see.
Yeah.
This is not considered my top 5, but just since we're talking shoes, you know, animal print for sure. So okay. I'm missing the zebra pair. I don't like the giraffe pair, but I'll get the zebra pair at some point. But yeah, Air Max 1s is my shoe. So this is shoe number 3?
Yep.
Shoe number 3. Okay. I have some hype shoes, but I'm not really.
I got a couple. I won't bring them out. But I got a couple cool.
Okay. I want to show the ladies some love. Let's see. So for this one, we're gonna show a lady some love. I just got this shoe, and I haven't worn it yet.
I already know what shoe this is. I'm so jealous this shoe does not.
My favorite.
Oh, I love this
really
shoe.
icy. And I'm not even really a 6s person like that. Like, I only have a couple pairs of 6s, but I had to get these just to, show the ladies some love. The other things that I really like too that nobody really knows about because it's like a kid's shoe. I'm just gonna show you since we're here. I don't know if you remember these, but these purple suede 6s that came out in kids.
Oh wow!
These are crazy. Like, I think Macklemore or somebody has a collab where they have like a purple suede 6 that didn't release to the public, but these are kind of similar and just as cool to me. Another kid's lady shoe, so gotta hold it down with those.
Those are so fire.
Those are clean.
And 4. Okay, so that's 4. So for my last shoe, I have to do a Jordan 1. I have a lot of favorites. I have Travis and all the ones that everybody likes. But
I seen on your Instagram you have some of the Soulfly.
Soulfly? Which pair?
The ice blue ones.
Ice blue. Oh yeah, actually, I do have.
You can just show those off.
What you talking about? The linen ones that just came out? The ice blue tins.
It was on your Insta.
Yeah, it's probably the ice blue tins. The men's pair, not the Soulfly pair. The Soulfly is the linen pair, but these ones I had on Instagram recently. Old shoe, but
I used to have those. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Okay. So
Adrian said Dior ones. You gonna pull out Dior ones on us?
I wish I had Dior ones. Not that big time. Let me see. So for my last one, okay, I think. Well, my favorite Jordan 1 of all time is the bread one, but that's kind of like lame to show.
I'll show it. I have a handy.
I'll just do a hype shoe just because. Oh yeah, see there you go. There you go, Brian. I'll just do a hype shoe just to get the ball rolling. Gotta go with the Unions. I love this pair.
That's another shoe I want. I'm not paying for that.
I haven't worn these yet, and I'm glad I got them when they did because they're kind of pricey. So
Yeah.
You like the black better than the blue?
I do actually, but I do like the blue.
I like the black because it has the neutral gray upper, and the neutral gray Jordan 1 is my favorite Jordan 1.
Yeah, and I actually really like the off-white midsole too. I think that's like a nice touch, But the quality on these is just really nice. So anybody who wants to pay the $1,700, if you got it like that, at least it's high quality. That counts for anything.
I do not got it like that.
I'm not paying for that.
Okay. Well, maybe trade. Get another seat. If you would get those 4s, Carlos, then you might be able to trade for these. But
hey, I'm all about that. If that's how it works, and I get it. I'm all about it.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it for my top. I have, a lot of shoes I could show on another day, but.
Do you have those 5? Do you have them handy? Are they in reach? Can you hold all 5 at the same time? Is that possible?
Let's
Am
try.
I asking too much?
No, you're not. Let me see. I have good hands. I'm a basketball player.
There you go.
That's true.
Work it out. Let me get this.
Yo, Chelsea, I might as well ask you while you're getting ready. So I know you're in Vegas for the time being. One of the things that we're gonna do for the channel is go out and create these collection videos, and so we got to link up definitely and
For sure.
Collection video where you get to show off more pairs and we get to talk to you a little bit more.
That would actually be awesome. I really like the sneaker talk and talking about collections and pairs, so that would be really cool. Let me see. Let's see what I can do here. Ooh, okay, here we go. How's
All
this?
right. Center that for us. Center it. There you go.
Wow.
That's a solid 5.
That's
You did a good job.
a very fire 5.
I appreciate
Super fire.
it.
I love the purple.
Guys. That's what we got.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
So we want to give you a chance to plug your social medias or however you want people to be able to see you or reach you or follow you or whatever. So go ahead and plug away.
Well, I'm easy. All my social media handles, Twitter, Instagram, Chelsea Hop 1 for Chelsea Hopkins. 1 is my basketball number. So, all the players got to add the number at the end. So at Chelsea Hop 1 on Twitter, on IG, Chelsea Renee Hopkins on Facebook, my full government name.
Ooh.
That's it. That's all I got.
Awesome.
Dope.
Chelsea, this was a pleasure. And like I said earlier, your level of calmness definitely helps us kind of just chill. We're a little bit, uptight and nervous and stuff because we're new to all this, being out in the public and stuff like that. So we appreciate the persona that you have and the way that you carry yourself is inspiring. And I'm super happy that we were able to have a female on the show to represent for the ladies, and you brought the heat, and that was much appreciated. So thank you very much for coming on.
Appreciate it. And you guys are great, and I love what you're doing and the show, and just keep up the good work. And I hope to see you guys in person and link up, talk some sneakers.
Just do it.
Awesome.
I want to play basketball with you someday. I'm okay.
Hey, I'm in the gym all the time, so if you want to play, let's go.
I think it would be fun. If I still lived in Vegas, I'd be there in a heartbeat. But maybe when I come to visit.
Sounds good.
Dope.
All right, thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate you.
Chelsea, thank you.
Guys.
Thank you. See ya.
Yo, that was great, man. Yo, shout out to Chad, shout out to Chelsea, man. Those two, I definitely want to bring them back on and just give them their own segments, man, because I want to hear more stories. I want to hear more of their just their whole time collecting. You know, that's one of the things that you can appreciate about both of them is that they you could tell they have a true love for the sneakers, you know, and they've been doing it for a while. And so we definitely got to get Chad back on and Chelsea back on and give them their own show, because I think we saw a little snippet, you know, but yo, that's probably the tip of the iceberg, you know, what we can't see.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, we have one more short segment, but before we do that, everybody who's still watching, we still have quite a few people rocking with us, and we super duper appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that share button on whatever platform you're on, Facebook, YouTube. Just hit that share button and invite some of your friends to come and watch this episode. It's almost over now, but they can go back and watch it immediately after. Please do that. We would really appreciate it. Last but not least, we always like to spotlight or highlight or tell you guys about the next person that we're going to have on the show. And so that person is somebody that I've been following on Instagram for a few years now. He goes by the name of Tony Diamonds. His Instagram is verse001. And he's got an awesome collection, and he makes music, but he just posts a lot of really, really nice shoes, does some really great YouTube review videos and stuff like that. So I've been following him for a while, and when we started discussing people that we wanted to have on the show, he definitely came to mind. So we've been in contact, and he's been gracious enough to come on the show and talk sneakers with us. So something to look forward to. We will have the man Tony Diamonds on the show next weekend, right here on Facebook at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is a wrap for episode 9. Anything else you guys want to say before we sign off?
Man, I just want to thank everyone that's been rocking with us. I can't tell you how many people have DM'd me or texted me and just have thanked us for the show. People I wouldn't even expect to have been watching the show. We appreciate you guys that are loyal, that are tuning in every week in the comments. It's just been a huge support system, and it's been more than we expected. So we thank you guys a ton.
Yeah, I just want to echo what Brian said, man. It's been awesome just to talk kicks with people and get to know and meet new people like Chad and Chelsea, and just everyone that's been tuning in, man. Thank you guys so much. We have more and more coming, and so we look forward to seeing you guys every Saturday moving forward.
Awesome. Well, that is a wrap. Episode 9 in the books. Tune in next week, episode 10. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.